Hello, gentle viewers. I don't know if you know, but it looks like Cartoon Network is doing a bunch of reshuffling in the face of a bunch of different things they either have announced or are announcing soon, I'm sure, regarding AT&T and WarnerMedia properties. So, let's dive right into it. First off, I just want to say, want to thank everyone. I reached 100 subscribers. This was my current goal, so I appreciate all of your support, and hopefully we'll continue to grow nice, slow, and steady, and continue to provide you guys with good content that you enjoy. But that all said, I'll shuffle off onto the actual story here. So here it says Cartoon Network content chief Rob Sorcher out as Sam Register adds to studio oversight. Now this is going to get a little convoluted because there's a bunch of people that they're not getting removed, they're not getting fired, they're getting moved to different departments. So they do try to kind of go over it in as close a detail as they can, but does get a little messy. So first thing to say is Nickelodeon alum Amy Friedman has been tapped to take on programming oversight at Cartoon Network. Tom Asham is shuffling the decks at Cartoon Network and its studio counterpart, talking about Cartoon Network and all the Warner Media big things like the Warner Brothers Television Group and the like, and of course, was it HBO Max? But let's read it over real quick. The former Freeform president, who joined the Warner Media in July as president of its global kids, young adults, and classics division, has given oversight of Cartoon Network Studios to the head of Warner Brothers Animation, Sam Register. As part of the changes, Cartoon Network Studios content chief Rob Sorcher will be out and will segue to a producing deal with Peter Roth's Warner Brothers Television Group. Asian took on oversight of Warner Brothers Animation from Roth's group when he joined the company this summer as part of an ongoing realignment at Warner Media. Michael Oweline, the marketing chief who has been taken on oversight of Cartoon Network after the November 2019 departure of 15-year network president Christina Miller, is now focused on Adult Swim. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Talks about how long his tenure is and how he's honored to have been played my part in doing this thing. They've been basically getting moved around, and this is just a whole lot of filler about how we do talk about how this will help fill the creative void left by Sorcher's exit at Cartoon Network. Asham has appointed to help fill. She talks about the assignment of Amy Friedman to the interim role as senior advisor for creative, strategic, and inclusive programming guidance. She reports directly to Asham. Yeah, so and this is part of a trend. This is definitely part of a trend. And all this stuff. I've done all these things. And it says that for her part, Friedman previously held creative roles at younger focus outlets including Nickelodeon, Noggin, Teen Nick, Sprout, and Universal Kids. The changes at Cartoon Network arrive amid a major restructuring at Warner Media under CEO Jason Kilar. The company continues to consolidate responsibilities under multiple executives as the conglomerate looks to better position itself for the streaming future and tighten its belt amid the economic woes created by the novel by that thing. So yeah, so the reason that this is happening, is where do I start with this? This is part of or a continuation, like I said, of what's been happening with the different subgroups. It all started back here when Christina Miller, president of Cartoon Network, was slated to leave, which was just talked about in the previous article. And her saying and talks about how it was a hard decision to make and everything else. And I mentioned Michael O'Loughlin, executive vice president and chief marketing officer of Network. So Boomerang will serve as interim president, and Miller will help with the transition. So yeah, this has been ongoing. This story is from November of last year. So before anything happened, this was all related to them trying to cut costs because they had overpaid for things. Or not, they did not overpaid for things. They had too much dead weight, so to speak, which is why you saw things like Rooster Teeth announcing that they were going through their videos to clean them up so they could be more, what's the word phrasing they used? What's it? Diverse, equitable, and inclusionary, DEI. It's like they have this whole like thing for it, and that they've labeled it. I don't know if this is something specific to Rooster Teeth, or just something that's across the board everywhere like this. These two words. So one word or two word? Two words. Two words. But anyways, so they did that. WarnerMedia, Crunchyroll announced that they were adding tiers to their subscriptions. They did have two tiers, I think, before. They added a third and changed the pricing and everything else. See, I do remember I was signed up for Crunchyroll for like a month and a half, for a couple months, and everything else. But yeah, so they're doing this, that's doing that, and even it's all about trying to restructure, and Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth are where they're going to get sucked into the thing, either into Cartoon Network or into HBO Max itself. I mean, it's crazy because you got even AT&T is looking to get rid of DirecTV again. Like they made this whole thing. I'll read this over because it's kind of interesting how they're considering offloading this DirecTV business again, according to the report on Friday. And this is just on the on the 28th. Yeah. Private equity firms are in discussion to acquire the satellite TV arm of AT&T in a deal worth under 20 billion. Yeah, and it even talks about how the carrier was trying to launch an AT&T TV subscription service back in March, providing DirecTV channels over internet streaming rather than the satellite. So like they've been working at this almost all of last year, looking to get people off of the satellite so they could either scrap it and get DirecTV completely scrapped, or I guess they've probably been in the meantime been looking to sell it. I mean, because according to this, they dropped a bunch of subscribers. Let's see here. Yeah, they lost 4 million paid TV subscribers in 2019. So all the while they're trying to do this, it was basically because they were losing customers. It was not. It was costing them money to keep this company, to keep DirecTV afloat, so to speak. So this is just the final story, or this is just a continuation, actually. Sorry, of the reshuffling. They're making spaces. They're moving people into producer roles. Um, Rather than actually running departments, being president of this part of section of the company, or supervisor or co-executive of this, that, and the other thing. Uh, so yeah, this is just like I said, it's going to be getting crazier and crazier as things continue to get really bad with this. But because they can't bring in the money like they could, and it's driving them crazy financially. Anyways, thanks for checking out this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, give it a like. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.